To the women Redditors who waited until they were 30 before having kids. Do you have any regrets that you waited? Had my first at 33. No regrets whatsoever. I'm more sure of myself. Financially stable. And have zero desire for partying because I for sure did my share in my 20s. Spend your 20s being selfish because once you have a child you need to be able to always put them first. I was 28 when I had my first. 37 with my last. Does that count? I don't regret it at all. You need time to get your life a little bit settled. And yourself a bit grown. Before you have kids. It's a really good idea to have a few years of life with your partner to establish what normal is. And grow together. Before you introduce the mayhem of a new life into the mix. Once you have the baby. Your main focus in the relationship becomes the child. Not your husband. So you really need some solid groundwork to survive the emotional switch. I will say, though, that between the first and the last I really noticed a difference in the level of energy I had when they were at the toddler stage. Hey, I apologize in advance for this as I am a man. But it applies to me. My wife had our first baby almost 11 months ago. At 31 for me. 29 for wife. So grateful I didn't have kids in my 20s though. My wife almost made it lol. Traumatic childhood paired with bad decision making was the theme of those years for me. I was deeply hurt. And I hurt people I care about. Like wow. I would absolutely have not been prepared like I am now. I can be there for my son now. Provide for him. Be present with him and watch him grow. That's such a gift to be able to do. So yeah, I'd say wait until you're truly ready. 30 is a great age in my opinion. Edit, age details. They ever just want to run away from their responsibilities and travel the world or something? Not only that I just want to do it. That's my goal. Been there. Done that. Strongly recommend it. I've done it before and ready for another bout. I feel this every day but duty calls. Maybe one day though. That would be the dream. Yup. About 100 times a day. Have done it before to some extent. Keen to do it again. Although this time I can travel and take my responsibilities with me, only some of them, which for now is just as good. A UFO appears in front of you. And an alien walks out. They tell you that you can either choose to stay on Earth. Or take the opportunity to travel the universe and learn its secrets. No goodbyes. And you may never return. What choice do you make and why? It would be one thing to discover all the secrets of the universe. But if you couldn't discuss what you found and what you learned with others, what's the point really? I think the loneliness and the need for human company would outweigh the wonder gained through your newfound knowledge. Travel the universe. Seeing more and learning more. Especially answering the big questions about extraterrestrial life. Intelligent civilizations out there and the nature of our universe. Is something I value above most other things. I would also want to befriend these advanced beings who made the generous offer. I would be very sad to leave everyone behind though. I would feel like a bad person. I would want to return someday. Do I get to make a phone call or does phone still work? Either way I've always felt like an alien and would really just miss my dad and brother but they would be fine so I'd go learn the secrets of the universe and maybe finally connect with the aliens and start fresh. I'd like to take both of them with me and possibly hold off on being abducted for a few years but if not I'd make peace since change is the only constant in life. There is a short story called Why I Left Harry's All-Night Hamburgers by Lawrence Watt Evans that is very similar to this question. I agree with what the author writes and as he tells a better story explaining it better than I won't spoil it. It's a short story so it's a quick read or audiobook. In fact I just found the audiobook on YouTube. https://www.youtube.com/watch v=w.d. 2jhib1cly. They have an ex that they could never forget. No matter how many relationships they've had after him/her? Sadly. Yes. Even though she was a crappy GF. And it would never work. Yay. I think about her even 4 years later. Everyone does. I think anyway. Yep. Even after almost 6 years I find myself thinking about her all the time. Sure do. It ended badly. Both of us being young and stupid. About a year after we broke up he died. I think that helped cement him in my memory. Yeah, when I was in my early 20s. Had a girlfriend really liked me. Both liked a lot of the same stuff. I wanted to of course hook up with as many women as possible. Didn't want to be tied down such an early age but I look back now and then I should have threw a ring on her finger. We chatted a few years back and she still looks fantastic. We're both in our early 50s. I lucked out because I have an amazing girlfriend. That I have had a long time. What 90s album still slaps? Violator, Songs of Faith Devotion Ultra, Depeche Mode, Baduism, Erykah Badu, Love Deluxe, Sade, Butterfly, Mariah Carey. Why is the world in love again? Why are we marching hand in hand? Why are the ocean levels rising up? It's a brand new record. For 1990, They Might Be Giants' brand new album. Flaw OOOOOD. Mezzanine, Massive Attack, Fat of the Land, Prodigy, The Sign, Ace of Base, Wowie Zowie, Pavement, Lonesome Crowded West, Modest Mouse, American Water, The Natural Bridge, Silver Jews, Selected Ambient Works, Aphex Twin, Emergency and I, Dismemberment Plan, Goo, Sonic Youth, Spiderland, Slint, Perfect From Now On, Built to Spill, There's So Many lol. The Fragile by 9 Inch Nails was so ahead of its time. You could use any track for a movie trailer today and it would work. Wu-Tang Clan, Enter the Wu-Tang, 36 Chambers, A Tribe Called Quest, The Low End Theory, Tom Petty, Full Moon Fever, Green Day, Dookie. Foo Fighters, The Color and the Shape, Rancid, and Out Come the Wolves, Offspring, Smash. Autechre, Try Repeaty++, Boards of Canada, Music Has the Right to Children, Slipknot, Primus, Sailing the Seas of Cheese, Square Pusher, Hard Normal Daddy. Smashing Pumpkins, Siamese Dream and Melancholy. Garbage and Version 2. 0, Fiona Apple, Tidal, Romeo and Juliet Soundtrack, Tupac, All Eyes on Me, Hole, Celebrity Skin, Mariah Carey, Daydream and Butterly.